We have some light bulbs that are out in our Deal or No Deal platform. So we're going to go ahead and extract the screws for removing this main floor. Change these bulbs out. Using a 5/32 bit. I didn't want to peel up my entire anti-skid strip, so I'm just finding these screw heads that attach the upper platform to the lower base. We'll probably end up having to buy new strips, but for now, we'll extract these. So the next thing I can think to do is there's some screws on the base that we'll try to remove. I've got black screws located around this edge here. I'm going to try and pull those black screws all out, see if this platform will drop out so I can access the light. I'm going to try extracting bolts along here, say these screws across here. Alright, so the next step, I guess I'm going to try this, another step to try and break this free. I'm going to get under this chair. Eventually the platform will separate. Go ahead and put a mark at the front. Oop. It's not good. No more bushing left in that chair. Now let's see what happens. So that's it. Light bulb got me caught. light bulbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. Your 4 that hold down the chair, as well as your bottom edge, is probably like 12 of them that came around the bottom underneath side to remove it. Make your life a lot simpler than it did mine. So I know which bolts are bad here. I'll go ahead and extract those. Now this one's bad. So the 2 side ones come out the back. The other 3 go out the front if they're bad. I got a bad center one here. You didn't notice that when I did put these in or extracted these, I have to lift the front edge of this system up off the ground so that I can get enough angle to drop these bolts in. I'm going to lift up. Snap it in and bring it back. Snap it, clip it down. And probably before I put this all back together, I'm going to carry just this bottom panel out, plug it in, and make sure every light works properly. Hate to put this thing completely back together and have it not even function on certain bolts. Everything worked out, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back together. We just got to be careful of the leftmost bulb here and your rightmost bulb right here. The tips of them want to catch on the upper stage whenever you set it down, so don't bust out your light bulbs when you're installing it. I actually put this up. I noticed on my fluorescent bulbs here, they have holding clasps in this area that get very brittle with the heat off the bulb. So the ones that broke, I'm going to go ahead and extract those screws, and I want to reattach a zip tie to the location where it was so I can at least reattach my bulb. Hopefully this will work the way I expect it to. I'll do the same on the other side. Remember, think about how much you're going to zip tie back to itself. So don't put your screw way back here. You got to have your screw closer to the end of the zip tie. I'll just set it up here to start it. Okay. And I think I'm somewhat set up for what I'd like to try to do here. Get a couple screws ready. And as I said, I'm going to lift this platform and try setting it inside. That way I won't run any risk of damaging those outer edge bulbs, hopefully. These bulbs right here is what I'm worried about. I'm going to try and feed the bulbs into the top first and then bring my bottom part up. Wow. That's probably about the only way you can pull it off. Okay, so you saw what I did. You got to lean it in as much as you can, and you get both bulbs in the track on both sides. I know that wasn't a good view to see from. That's the only way I could pull it off. I got both of those extended bulbs on each side, barely in. Take your time. Don't snap the bulbs off after all the hard work you did. Now I'm going to get just a couple of screws set in here. Hopefully hold everything into place.
Okay, guys, time to stop bowling. Clean up your area. Please take off your shoe covers and place them on the table. Please go to your lanes where your teachers are and go over their instructions. We are going to exit the building by bus, so we'll be calling out what buses will be present in a moment.
As always, I don't like tightening down all the screws till I have everyone in place.
Okay, the first
got them all started. I'm going to turn my torque down so I don't strip anything out. Secure them. And I used a 14 millimeter socket on these. Now I need to go ahead and place the bolts back in. Now as you can see better, you only need 6 to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These I'm going to go ahead and drive them home because I can see that they line up with their respective threaded holes. And what I think I'm going to end up doing is I'll cut these squares out where these are right where these directly are located, and I'll get just a patch instead of doing the whole strip again. I'll just replace these patches, unless it's a bad spot like here, and then I'll just fix the whole thing. That's the deal or no deal play field lights.